Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of Zealous Tutorials. Today we're going to be having a look at a song titled As You Find Me by Hillsong United. Okay, so we're just going to start with the intro. And the song is in the key of D major. So those are all the scale notes or scale tones. So the intro starts with D major. So the entire intro, you're basically playing a D major chord in different qualities, different tonal qualities. So the first one is just a major triad, then it's followed by a D major sus chord, which is played like this, and followed by D5, and then followed by a D2, which is also a suspended chord, which is a D sus2. So basically, this is the whole intro. So the entire time you're just moving one finger, one note at a time. You could play the chords new every time, or you could just keep it simple and just change one note at a time. Right, so that's the whole intro. And the first verse and the second verse, pretty much the same. The only difference between the first verse and the second verse is how they end. So I'm just going to play the first verse. Again, it's exactly the same as the intro. So it's once. It's twice. It's another fourth time. Okay, and then at this point they go into the second verse. That time. Okay, now this is the ending of the second verse. And they go back to D major. Now pre-chorus starts with the G major to a B minor 7. Okay, and then in this part of the song they're just playing organ. So for the chorus, this is what they're playing. They're starting from a G major chord. Then they go into a B minor 7 chord. Now, you know me, I don't like moving my hands too much. So to just keep it simple, what I do is for the G major chord, I play a G2, which is a suspended chord. So I play G. And for the B major 7 chord, this is what I play. So I'm still keeping my right hand the same. So the only thing I'm moving is my right hand. you can play D major next, followed by the A sus chord. Again, we're not moving too much, we're just keeping everything in one place. B major, B minor 7 to D major to A sus chord. Okay. So that's the pre-chorus. So now when they're going into the chorus, start off with the G major chord to a D major, an A sus, and in this part they use like passing chords. So you start on B minor 7 to A sus, and then you land on G major. So this is what it sounds like from the top. So it's G major, D major, A sus, and B minor, A, G. So straight after the chorus, they play that little instrumental which starts on B minor, and the melody starts on D. So depending on what you're playing, if you're playing only the chords, you can just play B minor 7 to G and D major. If you want to play the melody as well, the melody goes like this. I'm going to play it really slow. All right. Now we're going to move over to the third verse. Now the third verse is quite interesting as well. The first time they play it, the first line, I mean, they play it the way we've been playing the other verses. But when they come back to the second line, they start playing a different progression, but they maintain the same melody. Okay, so when they come back, what they are playing is a B minor to G and D, B minor, G, D, and they stay on D. I think I made a mistake on the previous one where I was playing an A, so it's actually D twice. Okay, so let me just run over the third verse from the top. I'm going to play it at normal speed, and I'll try and narrate while I'm playing it. So the first line starts with D. And then they now moved over to B minor, G to D, and you stay on the D. So you still keeping the melody on your right hand that you are playing. The only thing you're changing now is your right hand. Okay, so now the last part that we need to cover for this song is the tag and the bridge. So there's one tag and there's two bridges, and the progressions are quite different. So that's why I'm going to go through each one. If they were the same, I would have normally just done one and moved on. But for this song, the tag, the bridge, and the second bridge have different progressions. So the tag is the part where they basically singing, "You love me as you find me, your love's too good to leave me here," and they just keep repeating that. I can't sing, but for the purposes of demonstrating where I am, I'll sing, and please bear with my voice, bear with me. As I said, I'm not a singer. Okay, so it starts on a B minor 7. You love me as you find me. You love me as you find me. Okay, so what they're playing for that first line of the tag is a B minor 7. And they go to a D over G. And D. So I'm still keeping my hand on the same chord. All I'm doing is just changing the bass notes every time. And that makes life so much easier and it sounds so much better. And then the second line of the tag, they basically singing, "Your love's too good to leave me here." And the chords for that goes, "Your love's too good to leave me here. You love me as you find. Your love's too good to leave me here." So they're playing a B minor 7 to a D major chord, or with the D G bass. And then they're going to a slash chord again, which is a D and F sharp. And then you rest on A. Now I'm going to do the first part of the bridge, which is B minor 7. You are my heart, I won't second guess, 'cause I need your love more than anything. So the progression goes B minor 7 to a G major, so D over F sharp, and A. And then for the last part where they're singing, "Your love's too good to leave me here," you go back to B minor 7. Yes, you find your love's too good to. And the very last bridge, which is the second bridge, they change the progression and they start on a G major chord. If you want, then they go to a D over F sharp, to a B minor, and an A. 'Cause I need your love more than anything. I'm yours. Your love's too good to leave me here. Your love's too good to leave me. Yeah, so basically that is the whole song. I hope I covered every single part. I have a bad habit of forgetting certain parts. If you like the video, please put a thumbs up and subscribe. And if there's any song you'd like me to teach, please put it in the comment section and I'm sure to see it. Thank you for watching, and for now, I'll play us out.